black blade's not working. Stop the download. Love me some trial and error. Well, every like oddball gameplay section is just purely trial and error in this. It's pretty bad. Like if you're gonna do wacky zany shit like this, at least make it like not just dumb. Like it's fun, it's cool, but making it like some hour-long trial and error thing is it takes the charm away pretty quick.
Well, you know what killed the dinosaurs, so you should be able to ice this guy pretty quick.
The Ice Age.
Wow.
Wow.
I actually don't know which of any of these is correct.
Could be the wandering wings and we just run away. Cane of Eternity. I just want to not equip shit. Maybe we're just supposed to lose. No one in this game is just trial and error. They actually get it. Maybe just one-shot them and it actually works. He's doing a bunch of damage now. Okay, I shouldn't be too surprised. All just a bunch of bullshit. I'd find out what happens if we just die again, but I really just don't care that much. Not worth the time.
I feel like the people who enjoy these games are some of the most low standard babies I can imagine. It's unreal, really.
Are you watching some reviews and shit?
No, I'm done with that.
Okay.
Just looking at this right now, like, look at this shit. This is fucking stupid. What is this even? What's the context? What's the point? Why would anyone care about this? But they eat it up. They just fucking shovel it into their assholes and gulp down.
Gulp up. I'm all fine for style and like genre shifts and a bunch of crazy shit happening. I love that kind of stuff. But there's so many things that do that shit well. That like it just has no context and it's just not like that fun or interesting. I just can't help but knock it a bit. So might please have another. More shit. I need more shit. Ass to ass. It all makes sense, man. It had to be the mirror drops. white room. Oh, the typing? It's annoying at first, but it's alright after a while. I don't mind it. The very end of it's always kind of satisfying, especially if you fast forward it. But I've turned it down quite a bit. It used to be very loud. Real balance issues, I'd probably stick with trying deep strange journey. Yeah, that'll definitely be the first one to do. I'd probably do the original SMT 1 and 2 before that as well. Just get some classics. Maybe Etrian Odyssey. Stuff gets way too easy. Yeah, I remember you talking about that in your VOD. The combat's pretty cool, but it's so fucking easy right then. Everything's got one shot.
Does the story feel pretty helter-skelter?
The eye. So did they kidnap him, or has he just been in this machine the whole time?
That doesn't matter.
Right. Well, at least this shit's going quick. So, the characters can be hiding some sort of secret bubbles up now and then. That's cool. Mystery is good. Wonder how the story will be by the end then. I didn't catch what area you were on, because you were in the bamboo like most of the time. I wonder why this says plus. I probably fucking just wrote it for this fucking game, like this version, for all I know. I know these have quotations. This is a number. I'm sure it has no meaning. Yeah, I couldn't get a good read on what was happening in the story. Something with nightmares, and I saw the town and the prisoners and shit. Horrific abandoned school dorm. Yeah, I saw that for a few like seconds. Taking my nap then. It was after all the cutscenes with the boss and shit. the past doesn't die. And how can we kill the past? Even if killed, it won't die. People don't die when they are killed. Why people bother staying in this place? Everybody just complains about it. It's Raccoon City, that shit. So what even happened, man? He gave Ayame memories, but he still seems like he's good. I don't know where that was or how it happened. Do I have to take a smoke or something? Like, what? 1,200 mils. Oh boy. It's been 12 days, man. Jesus. Doesn't take this long to check a man's fucking email. Who goes back into their email program every single time, man? This game about?
Don't ask.
I don't know, man. This is the hardest game to answer that. gist, I guess, is that we are in a place called the 25th Ward, some government-made town, city, made as a kind of experiment or something. So are the other wards. Yeah. In the first, this is the second game. In the first game, there's like a bunch of murders, and that leads into just a bunch of like weird mysteries happening involving like clones and omnipotent silver-eyed hyena fucking bullshit, and like underground facilities that raise kids as like blank slates to be silver-eyed hyena like bears. Anyways, they throw all these people out into the 25th Ward, and the game's kind of just like about random shit happening with that. The only person who's been able to do the eye thing, the silver-eyed hyena thing, is like this dude named Kamui. So
my boy Osato got smoked.
Oh, he got smoked. Kamui has this thing called criminal power or some shit, and it spreads kinda. And I don't know, everybody in 25th Ward's like fucked up or some shit, and a bunch of weird murder. The post office fucking kills everybody to try to keep the peace, and I don't know, there's conspiracies. It's a mess, and I can hardly understand it myself. So explaining it's almost impossible. I can tell you what's happening right now in this instant. We're playing as a investigator who was also in the first game. And in the first game, he was investigating all the shit that was happening on the other parts of the story. It was like 2 parallel stories. Is it good at least? No. It's shit. And I'm only playing the second one because it's like this weird, like you can't look away from it kind of shit. Like, it's such an oddball kind of shit that like it's worth trying out if you've got the spare time. Visually it's great, the music's great. But no, overall it's a mess of writing. There's 3 stories in this game. One of them's actually good because it's written by somebody else. One by Suda51 is shit, and this one's shit so far. Yeah, you're a journalist or investigator, and at the end of the first one you find out you're more tied to the events than you thought. And he's got some kind of power. He was one of the kids raised up in that underground I was talking about. And in this one, I guess you're back after you erased your memories. You're trying to like regain the memories. People are hunting you down or something. And I don't fully understand what's happening like in the last 30 minutes, but I guess he's once again more important than he thought, and trying to find out about his memories and about everything happened in the 25th Ward, and I don't know exactly. We're kind of along for the ride at this point. I don't know if there's anybody on the face of this earth, not even the people who wrote this, that fully understand what's going on. It tries pretty hard to be just kind of random, but there's not a whole lot of substance there. I don't know if this one or the original's worse. Probably the original.
Yeah, the original, because it has no redeeming factors. At least this one had a matchmaker.
Yeah, matchmaker's good. And visually, this
I wouldn't
one's,
say good, but it's okay.
Yeah, compared to everything else, it's great. But over in the world of writing, it's probably mediocre. It explains things better. There's a huge, like, 30-minute explanation of the first game at the beginning of this route. I feel like really curious, but I don't know, the silver case is kind of a joke on the stream. I joke about it all the time. As it's just weird mess of writing. But it's interesting.
The thing that kills us is people praise the silver case because it's so bizarre. People just go, "Oh, it's so weird. Its weirdness is what drew me to it." And I'm like, that doesn't make it good.
It kills me just because there's bizarre, weird things that are actually good, like Twin Peaks and shit. Like, it's bizarre but like entertaining. Like, you can make bizarre things that aren't just convoluted as fuck. Like Serial Experiments Lane is like bizarre, but it's still like fun. This just tries too hard. It seems transparent sometimes. Like, it just meanders and tries to be odd for like nothing. Sounds hipstery? A hipster would like it, yeah. Like, there are redeeming factors. The music's great. The guy does Silent Hill. Does the music. Especially in this one, the music's awesome. And Silver Case, the music's not good outside Chapter Select. But it seems like that just reused a lot of music from this. Like, I feel like it tries to be like those vague, weird stories like Serial Experiments Lane. But because it's like a 30-hour VN, it kind of just like fails at it. Tries too hard. It doesn't suck you in enough with like the atmosphere. It doesn't like really thread enough shit together to keep you like hooked, even if you don't understand it. Like, it sounds like Myth is something that's hard to understand, but it keeps you in there just enough, especially by the end, where this is just like,
Yeah, by the end I was like, oh, okay, I more or less understand now.
yeah.
It led me down a few different paths, and I was like, wait, is my line of thinking correct? It's not right, it's not right. And then I figured out what was right, and I more or less get it.
Yeah, it's like
The ending to it, I still don't really understand what they were going for exactly, but I get the ideas.
mhm.
This one is just a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Twin Peaks is kind of like that. Twin Peaks like has great characters. It does have followable plot lines, but then it does like really weird shit sometimes out of nowhere. But it has enough meat and stuff that like the rest, that it's totally fine. And it's got style. Like, the problem is this game isn't even like full weird, like Eraserhead or some shit. It's just like, it tries to have a story. Like, it actually attempts to tell you a story instead of just be this weird mess of atmosphere. But it just doesn't, man. I don't know, maybe I should too much? Probably. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I'm a sucker for like unique, weird things and shit that's like all atmosphere, you know, like that's fine, but this game just gets boring. Like, the last one just gets boring sometimes. It's at its best when it's just like totally stupid all the time. Seems like whenever they have this investigator, it's just bad. Like, that was the worst part about the other game too, is when you did the investigators like epilogue and shit. I think they think there's some kind of charm or novelty to being this like investigator who's on his computer half the time, but there's not. Like, it's not interesting. Check his bag. Where's the bag? We've seen the name Kipple before. Okay. Yeah. I mean, objectively, I'd say it's bad. Overall. Does have redeeming factors, like I said. But... And I would recommend people play it, only if you're, like, really into seeing, like, the full spectrum of everything out there. Makes you appreciate better writing sometimes. And since it tries to be an oddball, it makes you appreciate oddball shit done well. I mean, I talk more about these games than I do a lot of good games, so I mean, I guess that's something. I'll give it credit for that. The original game was like Suda51's like first thing, I think. Like, that's what a lot of people say, it's like one of the first things he ever did. If you care about Suda51, I mean, go ahead and play him, I guess. It's okay, did No More Heroes, Let It Die. Killer's Dead. Killer 7. A lot of kill in his fucking names. He really likes that.
Actually, not sure if he was involved with Lollipop Chainsaw.
I don't know. Was that his studio?
No idea.
I gotta take a piss, boys. 75028. Pretty sure that was the very first room we go into that the goddess died in. And the other storylines. Be right back. Like a good way of explaining the different routes would be that the first route is entertainingly bad, which is kind of the first route of Silver Case. The second route is like just mediocre, like decent, and this one's like boring bad. And that's how the investigative part of the other game was. Most of it's bad, but some of the bad has entertainment that can be found in it. Where this is not really that at all. I feel like this route tries too hard to be like deep or ambiguous. But it's in a story of convoluted like actual like facts and shit. It's not just an ambiguous as fuck story. Actually tries to deliver like real things. It just sucks at it. I just feel like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Ever. I do think you can follow this game a lot better than the first one, though. I'll give it that much credit. actually kind of know what's happening in most of the events. There's just a few that just don't make sense, like the recent shit we just saw. Alright. My memory's been surprisingly decent in this game, boys. I wish it was that way in every game. It's just because it's all numbers and shit. There's nothing else that I'm like thinking about. Story might as well just not even bother. Pretty sure this was 28 where we need to go. $28 or $25. Alright. Got it. So I don't know what they meant by 100 endings. It could just be some stupid bullshit at the very end. Password. Is there a password to this? Shit, I'll have to check the numbers.
KD fucking numbers.
KD numbers. Ah. Jolly numbers. KD for Smash, boys. 803026. Okay. I do think they mentioned that, but that was in the middle of some story shit. Why even have such a big room? Your friends. What was our friend's username? That wasn't Slash. What was the other guy's name? Which friend do they mean? It's not red. They'll probably just tell us. His friend started with an S, I thought. considered his friend? Meru. Got it. More using senses apart from sight to understand a thing. Yeah. These are some shitty hints.
Use the silver sight.
Silver sight. Hyena. I don't know. I don't know what his friend's name is. Fee. Just type in random shit and see how many hints they give us. To see or look. Milu? I guess we could try Milu. Maybe that's what they meant? I wouldn't consider her a friend. I don't think this guy has any friends though. Alright, well we were on the right track earlier, but there's 3 of them, like Milu, Miru, Meru, or some shit. What is this shoot shit? Somebody stealing the past. Why did they have you go through this entire conversation? Again, you're supposed to be having like a real conversation. Why would it just repeat itself? It's not like we had like a fucking bad end. I mean, they didn't break the flow. Doesn't even make like actual sense at all. No, it was just supposed to be gameplay. I mean, it's just trial and error. I mean, at least this conversation makes more sense, has more flow. You can actually guess the right reply, but the other ones are just total guesswork. I'm guessing only one of this is even possible. 7431. I think it goes that high on the other side. I don't think there is a 7777. You want me to? Yep. Heard about that not too long ago. It's good. We'll be playing it, and then that'll let us play through the rest of the series. So there'll be a lot of Yakuza probably at the end of the year. Then we can do 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if we'll get through all those in one year. I don't want to like burn out, because they are similar games. But yeah, I'm glad it's earlier than later. Are we outside of the door? I guess so. Figured it was this dude since we talked to him earlier. He's the only guy we talked to. And he did say that he was a dude. Oh, he was a chick or whatever the fuck. This is that person. That guy was just like a. What the hell is he? We went and talked to him. Oh, okay. So it was, but it was a dude going out there for him. Okay. The Kamui virus.
The meme.
Ah,
Kamimi.
Kamimi. Ay, Yamimi. There are subspecies of Kamui. Okay.
What?
Physically connect with the computer created with biological elements to control the 25th ward. Did you already play ASO or are you holding off on that? ASO. ASO. What is ASO?
Ask Creed Origins.
Oh, I'm actually gonna play it within a few months, hopefully. ACO, okay, and right, no problem, no problem. I'm gonna play within a few months. I just played Syndicate last month, and I played Unity the month before that. So I'm all caught up now outside Rogue, which, I mean, just for maybe completionist sake, I'll just do it later this year when it gets remastered. And the pirate shit's actually good. Unlike Unity and Syndicate. But no, I'm gonna play it soon. I'm not in like a rush, but within a couple months for sure. They say it's good. It looks cool. Hopefully it is. Got a few other games coming out this month though that I'll be running first, so once I'm done with those, maybe I'll do that and these 4 or whatever. Take back the past. Oh boy.
This game would be infinitely better if Kamui was named Cummies.
Dude, Kamui? Or just
Kamui.
straight Cummies? Cummies!
Cummies possesses a criminal element.
Would be better. My man looking like
He's
the
spreading his
professor.
influence like an STD.
It's Cummy's power.
Want to get a drink? Never. This man's sober.
Oh,
Life.
tonight? Oh, I didn't know about tonight. I had one right here. I guess I didn't explain it very well. I thought you just meant in general, like I'd be down, you know, tomorrow or something if you want. Snag some shit.
You're good.
Yeah, hit me up anytime, man. I usually get up and, you know, from 11 to 2 or some shit, so anytime. I'm full on cummies. Must drink all the cummies. Is this supposed to be a Yami? My body hates me? Yeah. My sleep schedule was weird a little while ago, but I've been trying to get it back. Yeah. Well, I won't go out and grab any drinks in the future. I'll just hit you up. You can hit me up, no biggie. I'll have to join you on your Thursday excursions. To go for some wings. I don't know if you're busy Tuesday night, but me and my brother were gonna go see Annihilation probably sometime this week. If you want, we could change the date. If you want to see it. I know you like that director and shit. I think you were talking about the movie, but 20 I think last Thursday, yeah, during the RE5. That was a long day. Skip you? No problem, man.
Inched.
You wanna go?
Ah!
Ah. Gotta would ditch me, man. He's too good for movies. That's pleb entertainment. What is the time frame right now, man? What the hell is even happening? Psychic hypersensitivity. A shaman reborn for the modern age.